Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Starting the video with a little bit of off-roading straight through the temporary car park at the International School of Paphos. And that's what's right in front of you at the moment. Possibly one of the best schools in Cyprus. That's what they tell us anyway. Got 2 or 3 private schools in Paphos, by the way. One out on the airport road. I can't even say it, but I think it's called Lumina School. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is the International School of Paphos. You've got the Aspire School and you've got another school out in Paya as well. So plenty of private schools on the island of Love. Of course, many in Limassol and 1 or 2 out in Nicosia as well. So perhaps if you are thinking of relocating to Paphos or somewhere in Cyprus, don't worry about the education of your littlies. And rumour has it that these schools are really at the top of the game, but yet the school fees are pretty reasonable, 7,000 to 8,000 euros per annum. Yes, you heard me correctly, 7,000 to 8,000 euros per annum, not per term, which is often the case in many other countries, and even more expensive, as many people who watch will understand. So another great reason why people may want to come and live on the island of Love. Not only do we have fabulous weather like today, as you can see, the sky is blue, the sea, it's blue. Mr. Paul, guess what? He's dressed head to toe in blue. So that must mean one thing, all that is missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, oh yeah, we're waiting especially for you. I'd like to say a massive thank you to 1 or 2 of the people who have popped in to see us at the Marika and me Lounge Bar on the most famous street in the world. Of course, that's Bar Street in the main event known as downtown Cato Paphos. Massive thank you to Lady of the so sweet Caroline, and of course Lord Nigel of the Big Guns. They're now back on their travels to the UK. We wish them a fantastic summer, and hopefully Barney the dog will get that odd walk or 2. But thank you very much for coming to see us, and thank you for crossing our palms with that little bit of silver. Hopefully you enjoyed your cocktails, hopefully you enjoyed your frappes and your nightcaps, shall we say. I'd like to say a massive welcome to Lady of the Ness and of course Lord of the Andy. Thank you for popping in to see us. Our Dame Anne, thank you for popping in to see us, and all of you other guys who have snuck into the Marika and me Lounge Bar. Thank you very much indeed, and we'll look forward to seeing you again very soon. And of course, anyone who's coming to the island of Love. Very easy to find on Bar Street, most famous street in the world, as I keep telling you, in downtown Cato Paphos. Just set back from the main road, or the main ascent road towards the Cato Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. We're open from 1 p.m. until 1 a.m. in the morning, so why not pop in and see us? Sit down, have a chat, perhaps pick my brain, that's Mr. Paul's brain. Not that it's much going on in that brain, or perhaps be enchanted by the most beautiful woman in the world. Of course, that's your Marika and my Marika. So, where are we? Central Paphos, and we're heading towards the main Limassol roundabout. At that roundabout, if you go straight over it, up the highway, before you know it, you'll be in downtown Limassol. Limassol is approximately 70 kilometres, so that's approximately 55 miles. If you keep going on that highway, you'll end up in the direction of Larnaca and Nicosia. But we're not going that way. We're heading down towards Cato Paphos, because most people who like to watch the little channel like to know what's going on in the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area, and they like to get a little bit of a view of the blue Mediterranean Sea. So don't just click off yet. Stick with us while we sit at these traffic lights. Lady Andrea, what's going on? And what's people's opinion of this car in front of me? It's an odd looking car, isn't it? I think its rear end is possibly its best looking part. From the side, I think it looks a bit, and from the front, Well, what can you say? So drop in the comments, what do you think of this BMW in front? We understand the man's got lots of money because it's cost him a small fortune, but what do you think of its looks? And what's your opinion on electric cars? Should Mr. Paul make a video with his opinion on electric cars? Do you think he likes them, or do you think he doesn't like them? Drop it into the comments. Anyway, back to the weather. Fabulous, fabulous weather today. 27 degrees, and it is precisely 11:30 in the morning. What can we call it? Dust, overcastness. It's dust, is what it actually is. Slowly but surely, it is dissipating, and they have promised us fabulous, fabulous weather by the time we get to the weekend. And we are crescendoing very, very quickly into the summer season. So if you are getting on a big bird or a canoe or a bicycle, pedaling like crazy in the direction of Paphos, we promise you, June, July, August, September, and even into October and possibly into November, you can get a fabulous, fabulous holiday and of course a fabulous suntan. But what's more than that, you'll get to enjoy the hospitality of the country known as Cyprus, because most people, 99.9999% of people who come to Cyprus, wherever they choose to lay on a sun lounger, they always go back with a massive smile on their face, and they always start to plan their next adventure to Cyprus, in particular Paphos, because Paphos is the best place on the island of love. That's my opinion, and of course many, many other people's opinions as well. And Paphos, for those of you who don't know, is one of the top cities in Europe for many, many reasons. Weather-wise, obviously, crime rates are very, very low. Healthcare system is very, very good. And the costs, if you need to go private, are very, very reasonable, by the way. So these are lots of things that people bear in mind when they're considering to move to another country. And Paphos constantly comes out at the top of many, many lists for many, many people, like Sir Troy, and of course his girl, Lady Liliana, and of course they're two superstars. Yeah. So they'll be residing in Paphos very, very soon indeed, along with many, many other people that are coming here day after day after day, which is great news for Cyprus, great news for Paphos, but on top of that, great news for these people, because they're going to have a fantastic life, a better life, a calmer life, and believe it or not, they're actually going to save money as well. Wow, what could be better than that, all rolled into one. Oh, well, never mind, Andrea, there's no camera on these traffic lights, so we'll keep going. But we'll keep our speed down, because word of warning, there's lots of boys, there's lots of girls in blue, and they're always waiting, especially for you, with a speed camera in their hand, isn't it? And lots of little vans parked up as well. So if you are driving around Cyprus, Paphos in particular, take it easy. You won't get there any quicker. So keep to the speed limits. Predominantly, the speed limit is 50 kilometers an hour. In English money, that's 30 miles an hour. So stick to that speed limit in and around the town and the outer suburbs, and you'll be all right. On the highway, you can travel at up to 100 kilometers an hour, although they do give you a little bit of leeway and allow you to go to around about 115 before you'll get pulled over and, of course, receive a ticket. Then you've got to go on the internet and fluff around with your cards while you make that payment to the government. On that note, can I ask you a big, big favour? If you do like what you see, please consider to hit the like, and please consider to subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a single penny, but it does tell YouTube that you like the little channel known as Marika and me, and perhaps they should recommend the channel to more like-minded people like yourselves. If you would like to gift us a couple of bob, keep the channel afloat, thank us for making these videos just for you, there's many, many ways that you can do it. In the comment section on YouTube, there is a little heart-shaped button. It's called the Super Thanks button. You can smash that button and gift us as little as $1.99. And we do thank you very, very much indeed. If your name is Sir David, Lady Angela, yet again, thank you very, very much indeed. If your name is Lady Ali, and of course Lord of the Neil, we thank you very, very much indeed. Lady Harara, and of course the man of the dreams, all the way in downtown Chester, Sir of the Yaz. We thank you very, very much indeed. You can also help us out by the little platform known as Buy Me a Coffee. Many people are familiar with it. If you Google these magic words, Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me, up will come our landing page. You can choose to read a little bit more about us and a comment or two. And we all love to read the comments, don't we? I'd like to say a huge, huge thank you to all the guys that support us via the Buy Me a Coffee platform, who gift us that virtual coffee or two, and of course the guys that go that little bit further and join us as superstar family members on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, starting off at only a tenner a month. Lady Carrie, Lord of the Tony, thank you very, very much indeed. Dayman, thank you very, very much. Sir Richard, and of course his very own blonde beauty, Lady Julie of the Nash. And Viscount Leo, thank you very, very much indeed. If you're known as the Mountain Man, perhaps driving to work, listening to Mr. Paul on a podcast, your name must be Lord Lee. Thank you very, very much, Lord Lee. And of course, your girl, who likes a chuckle or two, Lady Vicky, will be waiting for you when you get back on that big bird and disembark at downtown Paphos Airport. Can't come soon enough. Big shout out to Baron Von Cigar and of course his girl, Lady Victoria. Hopefully you're keeping well, and we'll look forward to seeing you very, very soon indeed. I'd like to say a huge, huge thank you to Lady Jane and Sir of the Mick. They've just returned back to the UK. They popped in to see us once or twice, and we do thank you very, very much indeed for your continued support of the little channel known as Marika and me. Here we go. We're on the final descent towards the little area known as downtown Paphos. We are soon going to hit the Paphos roundabout. Then we are going to go down towards the Hotels Road, and then we're going to take a right and ascend into the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. There will be views for die for, and of course many people can see what's going on. It's slowly starting to get busy on the little island of love. Of course, many people are coming because the summer season is almost upon us, and many people are dreaming of coming to Cyprus. Perhaps if your name is Sir of the Carl, and of course his girl Lady Bex, and their little Viscount James. They're getting excited because they know that very, very soon indeed they're coming to downtown Paphos. And of course Sir Carl will be celebrating his birthday, and I'm pretty sure that Lady Bex will be checking the grammar on our menus, while Viscount James probably hunts for a chocolate ice cream or two. So these are some of the guys that like to watch and support the little channel known as Marika and me. Thank you very, very much indeed. Here we are, downtown Paphos roundabout. We're going to go straight over it, and we're going to head in the direction of the Hotels Road. That's Passidonis Avenue, if you can pronounce it correctly. Plenty of hotels along there, beachside hotels, by the way. If you go out there back doors, you go straight onto the coastal pathway. And of course, if you take a right, it won't be long before you're on the promenade and crescendoing into the harbour, the sunset viewing points, and of course the Paphos Castle. Let's name one or two of the hotels along the way. If you're on a slight budget but a nice hotel, the Veronica Hotel is on the left-hand side. Coming up again on the left-hand side is the Avanti Hotel. That's a 4-star hotel. And if you want to see little adventures in these hotels, Google the hotel name and the little channel name, Marika and me. And more often than not, you'll find myself and Marika storming these hotels, especially for you. For example, the one in front of us now, Olympic Lagoon Resort. We've stormed that once or twice. Yes, indeed. And been thrown out once or twice as well. All in the name of YouTube, and of course to keep you guys amused. The Ampura Resort on the left-hand side. That's like a self-catering apartment complex with a restaurant attached to it. Great views and some lovely gardens, by the way. So that could be a resort for you to check out. Coming up in front of us is the Amarvi Hotel. That's a luxury 5-star hotel, again on the beachfront. So we keep on crescendoing along this road, hotel after hotel, and then of course then we will come to the downtown Cape Paphos Promenade and Harbour area, the main event as we call it. After the Amalfi is a very, very popular hotel indeed, and many people that watch Marika and me on the little YouTube channel like to stay here, and it's called Alexander the Great. There's Alex on his little horse called Stavros, and he's waiting especially for you. Plenty of apartment complexes around here as well, by the way, so perhaps if you're not in the mood for a hotel, you want to do an Airbnb, perhaps a little townhouse, perhaps a slightly bigger place like a little villa, there's plenty of them scattered around in and around Cape Paphos. But make sure the words Cape Paphos are in their address, otherwise you might find you're not as close to the promenade and harbour as you thought that you might be. On the right hand side is the brand new sort of park area, and to the rear of that is Bar Street. Walk along that street for a couple of minutes and you will come upon the Marika Lounge Bar on the right hand side. Annabelle Hotel on the left, luxury 5-star resort hotel. Lady Doreen and of course our Sir Keith likes to hang out there. They're back in the UK, but don't worry, they'll be coming to Paphos soon, I'm sure. Here we are. That view that's been promised is coming up right now. Cape Paphos Promenade and harbour area in the distance. I'm going to say a massive thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed my company. I've truly enjoyed your company, and I look forward to chatting with you again very soon indeed. I've got a little boy cigar in my left hand, a big boy lighter in my right hand. I'm going to light it up. Stick with us, and I'm going to say those magic words. There is absolutely no doubt about it. Life is good on the island of love. Stick with us. We're going to get to the harbour roundabout. We're going to take a left, and you're going to get a spectacality of a view indeed, straight out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. Gridlock traffic while we're at it. What's going on in the world, eh? Hey, we're going to have to move. It's just too much traffic. I think we'll move to London. I know, Porto is where we'll move to, in Portugal. We'll do a swap with Sir Troy and Lady Leanna. I'll bring a chuckle to him. He's all the way out in downtown West Africa. Look forward to seeing you soon very much. Gumbaru #1. There it is in all of its glory, downtown Cape Paphos Harbour. Just starting to boot up and get ready for people for their lunch, and of course it crescendos into the evening. The temperatures now at night are absolutely perfect. There you go, feast your eyes and digest. That is downtown Cape Paphos Harbour, and it's all looking very blue indeed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very soon indeed.